need to get my computer up because we're not doing the backwards thing today. Which is making me very nervous because I can't see what's going on right now. What I can do though is let you all know that I am in fact live, like we always do. I am now live. Boom. Go. Turn the music off on that. Oh no, why is it doing that? It's backwards. It's not supposed to be. I set it. See, this is why I don't like doing this. It just does whatever it wants to. So rude. Okay, let's try that. Ta-da! I've got all the fabulous colours. I was going to set up my earbuds, but we missed that step. I've got my hardware. I'm going to move that off the camera. There we go. Beautiful. So, first things first, I need to change thread colour because this is not what I want. I think I want purple. I've done all green accents. And I want a purple that matches the purple in the Bubble O Bill, which is this paler one. Hello, everybody. Staying dry. It's not raining today for the first time. Well, not raining yet. I shouldn't say today because it always rains later. But it's not raining yet. Well, that bobbin's not going to get me anywhere. Morning, everybody. Morning, morning. I know it looks like I'm wasting stuff, but I would have got maybe 3 seams and then had to redo a bobbin anyway. So, we're not doing that. Need to unthread that and pull the bobbin out. We're not backwards today. Is everybody happy about this? Because the start of this video was backwards because it automatically switched it, which is why I hate doing it this way, because I can't see what the camera sees, which is so rude. I switched it, and then as it went live and I moved away from it, it like reversed itself. So you just stare at the nothingness. Alright, one bobbin. Here we go. You get a really full bobbin. I can make like a bag and a wallet out of a bobbin on this machine, and I love it. Yes, so I'm going to start doing Saturday lives while my child and my husband are at Muay, because now that I don't take him, I have this free time. And so my choices were clean the kitchen or do a live. So you can see which one I would pick. I actually got up this morning and cut all this out because I can. For those interested, I am also wearing my glorious headpiece, which I love. I'm assuming you saw that. I don't know. Yoink. Yeah, oh, missed. I just pulled that out. Silly, silly Tori. So I am going to make this possum pouch out of this. So for those in Australia, it's Zombie Bubble O Bill. For those that don't know who Bubble O Bill is, it's an ice cream that's very, very Australian. And this is a zombie version of it. And I got this fabric, and I really want to say like 7 years ago. That's how long I've been hoarding it. And my new mission in life is to stop hoarding things. So here we go. This fluoro green, I have also been hoarding since I started doing all this. So like 5 years, I reckon I've hoarded that color. It's time. And it just so happens to perfectly match the hat band. So I was like, it's a sign to use it. And then we're going to do purple because that way we've got all the colours intermingling. So what we want to do is put these together. And I'm going to start with the foam pocket purely just because it's on top. Again, how does this happen to me every time? I'm going to have to get a machiny person to come and figure out why I keep vibrating this off, because it's slowly driving me insane. Live is definitely better than dishes. I mean, I will still have to do the dishes probably after this, but I also have a plan to deep clean my car because I went and got a quote. Now, I have a tiny little Suzuki Swift, and I got a quote to do just interior detailing, and it was $245. So I am absolutely going to do it myself. Alright, we need to leave a gap to turn it through. Never leave a gap in the corner. Worst idea ever. I don't like any of the scissors that are here. Alright, so I'm just going to chop off the excess and put it in the bin. Now, for those that are new here, don't just cut it at a 45-degree angle. You want to cut in more. It'll help it sit nicer, I promise. Those are actually surprisingly sharp still. I like that. Oh, I've got an itchy nose. So rude. Alright, so I've probably left my gap too small, but we will survive and we will persevere. It'll be fine. Right, I've got it through. Then, turning stick. You haven't seen this guy in a while. I do love my turning stick. And again, for those that are new here, it is a flute cleaner. Metal ones don't work. You stab through the fabric. It's a terrible idea. Trust me, I tried. I do want the corners a little bit more pokey though. And I feel like I was gifted like a rainbow coloured chopstick. I'm sure I have one here somewhere. In my tub of toys. I can't see it anywhere though, which is even more annoying. So we're going to do it the old sew-all way. So we just get our sew-all and we dig in and push out. It'll be fine. I know, I've got a live on a weekend. I mean, I know it's Friday night in America, so there's probably not a lot of Americans on right now because you probably have lives, unlike me. But it's fine. Stitch the top, chop and chop. I might shorten my stitch length a little bit, just a little bit. Also, see how it's bowing? I don't know if you can see that, but in front of me it's bowing. So what you need to do is roll it and then finger press it and then it stops it. Because we're getting the seam all the way to the edge, not where it feels like being. It does what it's told. I suppose I should measure it. So we're going to use a chakra pen because it is a very dark fabric. And I've just realised you probably can't see because I've got the tub in the way. Sorry about that. Someone should mention these things. Because I can't see myself. It's the curse of being the right way around. I love this ruler. I know I say it all the time, but I really, really do. It is 1 inch by 10 inches. So handy. And weirdly, so much more handy than the 1 by 14 inch ruler. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but that extra 4 inches just gets in the way. So bad. So we're going to tuck it under. Top stitch, back stitch. I'm going to back stitch twice just to make sure it doesn't come undone ever. I mean, I didn't do anything last night. I had a headache, so I went to bed early. But then I woke up super fueled to do a video today. With this as well, I always like to sew bottom to top. This is a phone pocket. So this is one of those things that you can take from this pattern and then go and apply it to other patterns. Because it's its own separate entity. So this particular pattern piece is going to be in the Quest, which I've got ideas, but I just need to pick an actual shape, and preferably, like, okay, I have a lot of bag shapes already that would work really well for Quest, and I could just change the sizes, which is probably what I'll end up doing. But I don't want anyone to feel like they're not getting their money's worth, which is always my issue. Now, with this pocket, because it's a phone pocket, it's going to sit up. What you need to actually do is fold this like that. It'll make it easier later. But you also don't want it too close to the top. You want to be able to get your phone in, and the idea is it will sit up a little bit further. So we need the center of top and bottom, as always, of everything. This also used up the last of this, so that's going to be 2 less pieces of fabric I'm hoarding. Because unofficially, my husband said that I can stay in this room. Oh! So yesterday I spent a lot of time minimizing my usage of space so it looks less messy, which is very exciting. So we will have this gloriousness. I need to fix all my plants, and I will probably scooch that way a bit more, and I get to stare at all my beautiful plants every day. Weirdly excited, people. Friction pen from the top. Now I'm just eyeballing this because I eyeball everything, but if you want to, oh no, I was right the first time. I'm gonna go, I think 7 inches down from the top. I'm gonna draw a line. Very professional of me, I know. Then we're gonna take this and we're gonna sit it on the line, like so. And then I'm going to draw up the sides, like that. And now we have exactly where our pocket needs to sit. Tori, do you use faux leather for the Possum pouch? I absolutely do. So in the near future, you guys are going to see a lot of the same patterns over and over. I have decided I want to make at least 4 versions of everything. So I need to make 4 new Possum pouches. This is obviously number 1. But I want to do some in my awesome faux leather vinyls that I have. I have a bunch of really cool spooky ones from Inklings and the Kraken. There's like blue roses with skulls. There's a lot of really pretty ones. Got a lot of skulls going on, which is kind of the point. I am doing the alternative market where everyone's going to want to buy skull stuff. I also got very motivated this morning, and I found my Captain Spaulding fabric that matches the Captain Spaulding iron-on that I put on a t-shirt. I had a second one because I'm childish and I wanted it. So I plan on making that as a kangaroo. So I want to make at least 4 kangaroos as well. Now, obviously, it would be lovely to sell all this stuff, but I doubt that I will. But it's always good to have options. You need to understand that even though you take everything, it doesn't mean everything will sell. But people like to have options, and they're then more likely to buy something if they see something they like more than the other one. Funnily enough, this is the same pocket that is on Harridan. It's just to a different scale. Maybe my patterns do look similar. But now we have a phone pocket. So it sits up perfectly, so your phone will just slot right in. Boom. Hello, Spain. What time is it in Spain right now? And my Tory pocket's a different colour because I ran out of the fluoro, but it'll be fine. So here's my other lining piece. Like I said, I used up all of my leftover this. I'm not in a hurry to buy any more fluoro. I've had it for ages and just never used it. Today is the day though. See, another reason this rule is cool. You don't have to get it in the colour. You could get it in a plain colour, or you could get a purple one. Brimax does purple, which is pretty cool. Ow! I just stabbed myself on something. Anyway. Oh, and Texas. Hello, everybody. Yes, I'm doing an impromptu live because I can't plan my life very well. I also didn't know what time they started because they've changed times, like start times on a Saturday. We need the center of this as well. Center of everything, people. If you just start there, you'd be fine. Chop. Down. We want this one pretty high because Tory pockets that are too low are super annoying. I am also doing rainbow hardware on this bag because I can. And because I decided that I wanted to. I haven't done rainbow hardware in a while. I couldn't do gold. I'm out of zipper pulls and I'm waiting for them to show up. And I couldn't do, I mean, I could have done bronze, but it didn't feel like it wanted bronze. We only stitch the long sides. I used to stitch all 4 sides, but you get a better result if you don't. Ooh, Nebraska and Scotland. Hello, everybody. I am not backwards. So, I did a thing where I turned it the other way, and then the start of this video is looking at nothing because it automatically, when I stepped away from it, reversed itself again, which is what I'm always paranoid of. But anyway, we've fixed it. We're here. It's fine. The start of the video is weird though. But since I'm live, you won't see it yet. We are making the possum pouch in greens with purple stitching. I am at 20,000 subscribers. I do plan on doing I want to do a giveaway and I'm going to do a fundraiser. So I've been thinking about that and I'm like 12 bags in 12 hours because the 24-hour thing, as so many people pointed out, I'm going to make so many mistakes. It's not going to work out. So I'm going to do a live for 12 solid hours on a weekend where people can donate because it turns out you can donate to Facebooky things. I will pre-cut them because otherwise I would not get 12 bags in 12 hours. And I'm going to make it so I do not make the same pattern twice. So I can't even like chain sew everything. So I need to pick 12 bag patterns, probably mostly my own, and do it that. So I thought maybe while I'm doing my fundraiser, I could also announce the winners of a draw as soon as I figure out how to do the random draw of winners. I'm going to make up some like boxes and they're going to be a surprise because someone pointed out that they like mystery. So I'm going to make up a bunch of random mystery boxes and there'll be a couple of winners just because I can. And then hopefully raise some funds because I really don't want to get a day job, guys. Alright, I probably should have done purple zipper, but I didn't have the right purple, so we're not doing that. Oh, stop it. Now I just hold this in place, but you are of course welcome to use double-sided tape to hold everything where you need it. One more. Down. So I will only allow myself like X amount of toilet breaks and X amount of, well, pretty much that. And otherwise I will sit here for 12 solid hours and sew. And if this machine dies, that's fine. I doubt it will. But like if it dies, we'll just switch to the green machine and set up over there. So I'm going to need 12 tubs, 12 patterns. So I'm thinking, I've been thinking a lot about this. I am going to do 1 vixen, 1 kangaroo, 1 Lola by Swoon, just because I love that bag, 1 rascal, 1 Oh my god, what's it called? One Temptress. That's not the one I'm thinking of though. Pretty much one of like all bags. And it won't be wallets, it'll be bags, because bags take longer than wallets. I can smash out an NCW in like half an hour, and that just feels like cheating. And they will be all different coloured threads as well. Oh, should have done that. Oh well, I'll fix it in a minute. We need to leave the bottom of this open. Not the end of the world. We just cut it open. It'll be fine. But yeah, so one of these, pretty much one of all of my bag patterns. And all of the bigger ones, because then they take longer. And I want to get 12 done in 12 hours. These are not pointy enough. Let's use the fluoro one, since we're using fluoro fabrics. I love it. Oh, stop it. So sometimes you can like gather it up and then chop it off. And then when you pull, it's unthreaded. Mostly. Not always. But no, I will have my husband bring me like charcuterie boards that I will pre-make so that I don't even have to stop for food, and it'll be 12 hours of sewing. So no matter where you are in the world, you can pop in, see how I'm going, donate to the cause, you know, all the things. Because it really just sounds like fun. Alright, so now I've got an open bottom Tory pocket because that was important. And I'm going to zip it halfway just so this doesn't get in my way. That's the inside done. Let's now move on to the outside. So the first thing we want to do is grab all of our little bits and some double-sided tape. I am going to use a 1/4 inch. Have the husband bring you some monster drinks. Yeah, see, I will be drinking out of this because I'm obsessed with this. One of the random prize boxes is going to have a purple one of these. I've already made it. I have been starting this. I just need to work out how to draw random winners. Love it. Anyway, moving on. I will try and have all the stuff here around me. So around me might look a little bit chaotic, but it's so I won't have to get up. So like I need to rearrange a little bit. Now that I'm staying here permanently, I should really bring my thing that holds all the tubs over here. That would be ideal. We want wider double-sided tape for these ones because these ones are going to get folded in half because they go over the raw edges of things. Now you can skip all of these bits. I just think it makes it look fancier than a very basic bag. It's something as simple as strips of vinyl that makes it fancier. But you can skip them. If you've never made a bag before, you can skip these bits. It's not the end of the world. I promise. Alright, so this is one of the short bits goes here. So it'll be like 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. sewing, and it will be like this, it'll be like a 6 a.m. start, I reckon. Or maybe an 8 a.m. start. I'm quite excited. That's one of the skinny ones. Set that aside. We need this skinny little bit, and this will get 2. Hello, USA. So we are making Possum pouch for everyone that's only recently tuned in, which is fabulous. do love my patterns. I love Harlot, but I think I need to, I need to make a Harridan. I pulled out the pattern pieces for Harridan yesterday. Purely so I can look at it and see what I'm going to change in the add-on. Backstitch. Sorry. I'm not crazy. I mean, I probably am, but whatever. It's fine. I just broke my bobbin thread. Oopsies. Should be right. I know that's not a lot of fabric seen, but I didn't fussy cut that, but I think it's still come out pretty well. Pretty well. Oh no, it did the bobbin thing again. So rude when it does this. It's like birds nesting. And it's always so much. I don't understand how it gets so much of it that goes feral. So rude. Anyway. I won't waste it and cut it off. I will rewind it. Because I am not a waster. Well, I mean, sometimes I am. This is not one of those times, though. That would have been like half a scrat's worth. Okie dokie. So now I'm gonna grab one of these and put this on. I really had to think about that then. So this one is for the bottom front. Swivel! We want to get close to the edge because I still have to put a zipper here. But I also don't want it to shift on me. And that's why I stitch it at all. You can skip it if you want to. I just don't feel comfortable doing that. So now we just need to make a whole bunch of slip pockets. So here's this one and this one. And I'm going to make this the top edge because the corners are going to have our little triangles. So I'm going to stitch the top together. Oi! Stop it. What's misbehaving? It's the bobbin. Come on. It's really not my friend today. Why? Why do you hate me so? Remind me now to use this colour. Some colours just act differently, I swear. I'm not crazy. It's a thing. Alright, so before I peel that off, we're going to fold this in half. Get a nice crease. I also need to figure out how to get everybody aware of my fundraiser. Don't know. But the stuff that comes in the subscription box, like the winners, will be, that's crooked. See that? It doesn't look even because it's not. That's better. Right. Stitch, back stitch. Chop. Chop. Love it. Not finished though. So there's a reason I didn't stitch the bottom together. It's because I still have to add my little corners and my tag. All the things. So because I'm doing rainbow hardware, I'll be adding one of my gold tags that I made. Here's a double-sided tape. Line it up in the corner, stick it down. Like so. And then we're going to do the other one. Could have done this first, but didn't. Then I'm going to pull away my lining and then stitch. Now, if you're smart and you start where I started, you can go up, down, across, and then continue across all the way to this one. So there's less back stitching. Oop, too far. Right. Beautiful. Cut off those tails. Oh, it's starting to look fabulous. Next up, in here somewhere, I have an accent piece for my tag. We want the gold one. I've only got gold and silver. But it's fine. Now this is iron-on, but I am not getting up to get an iron. Although for my 12 hours of sewing, I might need to find my mini iron and set up like an extra table or something. We'll see how I go. Right in the middle, and then, no, I think up there. I think up there. That'll be nice. So, double-sided tape on this as well. Maybe 2 bits, so it doesn't shift. Jump and chop. Like that. And then get rid of the fluff. Line it up where you want it. I should find the center. Center of everything. Line it up properly. You know? Like that. Oh, get off. I am quite happy with there. We are going to, again, pull that lining away. Now, could I have done this earlier? Yes. However, I didn't want to. And without all the accents, you just never quite know where you want stuff to sit. Yoink. And trim the tail. And now we do the inner. Swivel. Swivel. I like it. Then it hides it all and looks fantastic. And I've missed a bit right here. That's right. It will catch when we put in the seam and you won't even notice it. It'll be fine. What I am going to do though is just stitch right there. Make sure it stays where it's told. Okay, so that's the front. Looking fabulous. This is my last slip pocket. Now I should have 2 of these and then one bigger one. Where's my bigger one? What is going on? Same size, perfect. I'm going to put those wrong sides together. And then I think I want this to be the top. join them because it's easier than just trying to hold all the layers. In half. I'm just using my finger. There's quite a lot of pressure happening there, but worth it, I promise. Yoink. Okie dokie. Get rid of the fluff. Line it up on the line. Like that. Fold it over. Like that. And tuck stitch. Oh. Shake, shake the row. Okay. Beautiful. Back slip pocket goes on the big one. Now I didn't do the little triangle things here on purpose. It's deliberate design choice. I'm also going to do little hangy things so I don't need to worry about the D-rings because I'm not using them. Jezebel is the bag I was thinking of before. I knew it'd come to me eventually. Just took me a minute. Beautiful. So that is the back half of the bag complete. I know I cut it. I'm so confused. I remember cutting the piece. I remember ironing it. Maybe it's still at the iron. I do remember ironing the different size piece. No? No? Well, phooey. That's going to be a problem, people, because obviously I need the back of the zipper pocket. Okay, so in the meantime, I'm going to attach these together. Because I like it when everything's joined. Boom. Ah, thank you, Sandra. Alright, so that's the bottom half. And I'll be taking some zipper. I'm sure I haven't dropped it. That's the real thing. I remember measuring them. So I know I've cut it, but I can't see it. This is a problem. I'm also not going to put zipper tabs. When I originally made this bag, I did zipper tabs just because some people like them. I personally don't like to always. Sometimes I like them. Right now, not so much. So, we're not going to use them. I don't understand where it's gone. That's my main concern. So, if I can't find it, I'm going to have to cut different ones in a different colour because I'm out of that colour. See, this is where it gets tricky. I have enough of this to make one more bag though, so that's good. Hello, Newcastle. It is quite wet here. Actually, it's the first day it's been actually sunny somewhat. There's still lots of clouds in the sky, but they're not dark, angry looking clouds right now, which is awesome. I'm very annoyed. I have a different green, which I suppose we'll have to do, but it's not what I want because I know I cut out the bit that I wanted. I know I did. I distinctly remember doing it. So I don't understand where it is. You watch. I'll finish the video, turn it off and find it. But like, it's fluoro. You'd think I could see it. Apparently I can't. So we need one of those and one of those because they are a little bit bigger. Is it near my cam press? No. So that's that one. And that one is the littler one. So I'm going to do the whole pocket in the same color because different colors will look silly. But I distinctly know that I cut it because I was stacking all the pieces on top of each other. It's why I'm so annoyed I can't see it. It's fine. One of those. No, I lose things all the time, apparently. Who knew? So these are just slightly different to basically compensate for the zipper. I'm really, really annoyed though. Spend all this time cutting and then lose it anyway. At least I love waterproof canvas. I don't have to interface it, so that's a positive. And the pocket will just be a different color. It's design choice. It's totally fine. Nobody will know that it's not meant to be. Zipper pockets now are both this green. So the Tory pocket was this color as well. So zipper pockets are this color and slip pockets are the other color. How fun's that? Design choice, sure. I will fold that later. Put that over there as well. Deal with you later. This stuff is a little bit thinner than the 300. It's more like a, I think this was like a 270 or 230 or something. I don't know. It's just thinner. Sit there. So we're going to add it in to our clips. Like so. And then sew with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Stitch, back stitch, up through. I'm going to trim that off, fold both of them down, and then top stitch. Now this is where it starts getting a bit thick. So for those on domestic machines, just consider the thickness if you're going to make these out of all vinyl, because this seam does get quite thick in all vinyl. I have made them in all vinyl before. I also wouldn't mind making one in all leather. I need to use more leather. Done. Chop. And chop. It's very green, but I like it. Alright, then we're going to grab this one. Hello, Tracy. The thing is, I cut it this morning. I just read your thing about how you misplace things. I literally cut it like 20 minutes before I started this video. So I don't understand how I lost it in 20 minutes. It's ridiculous. I know I cut it. Alright, which one do I like better? I mean, it's all, no, that way. Because the two little ones are then facing the right way. Let's add this to here. The bag's nearly done, by the way. It's quite a quick little bag. Stitch, back stitch. trim up, and then we just fold this one up. So we're not gonna sew the lining, just the seam allowancey bit. Get it up and under. Why does it sound weird? Can anybody else hear that it sounds weird? Let's check the back, because that sounded weird when I sewed it. Yeah. I don't know. Seemed to work fine. Sound weird though. Alright, so then open these two up, crack the zip. That's not a zipper pull. Ah! Silly me. Put the zipper pull on, and we do it so we remember to do it. Ta-da! Now, these all should just kind of match up. You can clip them, you can sew them, you can do whatever you want. I am just going to clip it all together because I've done enough basting today and I don't feel like doing any more. You want to make sure that the zipper's sitting flat. So maybe work down from the zipper. Make sure all your layers are in the clips at the sides. It's going so, yeah. It sounds weird because I was going slow. I am not mirrored, but if you go back and replay this video, the start of it is just backwards because even though I switched it right before I hit live, it went live and then switched itself and I couldn't see it. So I apologize for that, for those that go back and watch it, but not really my fault. I didn't do it. It did it because it's a jerk. But no, I decided that you guys are always like, why are you backwards? So I fixed it because I'm cool. Now, zipper, right sides together. Clip. Clip along. Cut. And then on the outside, I want, so the back of this piece is going to have our phone pocket. Ah, just dropped it. Hi, Nancy. I'm so excited. I got an email that my package is in Chicago. Well, that's fantastic. I keep joking that one day I'm going to get teleportation powers. If I ever do, I will start teleporting your package to your door. So cool. I mean, unless, you know, you need a lot of ingredients that are expensive. Who knows, honestly. Oops. Okay, so now I'm going to sew just that bit down and hope it doesn't do weird stuff. Move all of that. Tuck it under and off we go. You want to tuck it under. It'll help the bag sit nicer if you stitch it down. That's why we're doing it. Then we're going to do the other side. Well, if you can master that, then I want to be teleported to meet you. Well, if I could teleport, I could do sewing retreats anywhere, right? We just open up all the possibilities. I could just like randomly show up at one that Sandra's hosting. She wouldn't even know I was doing. Nah, I would tell her so she doesn't freak out. But still, how fun. Now, before I stitch this on, we need to add the hardware. I am absolutely going to completely redo my cart today. I'm going to pull everything off it and then reorder it with stuff I actually use in the bottom half. So I think the bottom 2 spaces will be all of my things of hardware, so that I've always got my hardware with me. Because that makes sense, doesn't it? Oh, actually, I need that back. Come back here. So, we are going to do... What do I normally do? I don't remember what I normally do. Feels like the answer's 1 1/4. It's usually 1 1/4. Just make sure I'm wearing pants. No, at a retreat, not at your house. You crazy woman. I wouldn't just teleport into your lounge room and be like, hey, because that would freak way too many people out. I would show up at like your studio, because I assume, like, this is all very hypothetical. Nobody's going to give me magical teleportation powers. And yet I want them. Like, that's the superpower I want. And not even to be a superhero. Just because it's fun. Okay, that looks wrong. Now I can't see the crosses. That did not work. Where's my pen? We're just going to do it with pen. 1 1/4 dot. 1 1/4 dot. It would still be very cool though. I also realized that I would probably end up being a petty thief. Not like major stuff, but I could totally see me like teleporting into somewhere and being like, yoink, I want one of them. Minor thief is probably what would happen. Scotty beam Tory to Kansas. I mean, it would be so cool. It would save... The other thing is though, right? I couldn't actually tell any of you if I got teleportation powers because the government would like hijack me or something. Kidnap me. Make me work for them. All bad things, right? So if I did get teleportation powers, nobody would ever know. Unless the whole world got different kinds of magic powers, in which case, someone can teleport me. How cool. I wish I could teleport. It'd be the coolest thing ever. Do it up as tight as you can. You can have them vertical or horizontal, doesn't really matter. All the things. We wouldn't tell. See, that's the theory, but someone would. Someone would be like, oh my god, she just showed up out of thin air. And then that person would tell someone. And then that person would tell someone. And then all of a sudden, it gets back to the wrong person. But it still would be so cool. Like, the teleportation power would have to come with a power that, like, people don't see me teleport. Like, it would have to, like, almost blur their brain so you don't see me do it. Alright, I love these things. Have you guys ever used these things? They're so good. Look, I have a D-ring connected to my bag without all the extra bits. Love it. Just because you wouldn't tell. You would accidentally be talking about it to like another sewing person and then someone would be eavesdropping and there's always, you know, like a gossipy person that would ruin it. Someone always ruins it. This bag looks so cool. Oh, see, I can hear it being naughty. Stop it. Just did it again. Not interested. Stop it. try that again, shall we? Behave yourself. Maybe it is because I'm going slow, so I can't hear it when I'm going faster. Surely that's not it, though. Yes. Look at that. The whole bag looks magical. It looks very green, actually. But I mean, whatever. It's fine. Oh, do you want to make the harridan for a girl or a boy? Because that is a relevant sentence. If you want it for a girl, I would, depending on what fabric you're doing as lining, sunflowers are always a good bet. Right? Everybody loves sunflowers. I sell so much stuff with sunflowers on it. Why is that a different... Why do you hate me? Anyway. Let's just do one side. I'm going to leave the whole bottom of the bag open because that's my new favorite thing in the universe to do. You can't convince me otherwise. Yoink! Yoink! Brum, 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 brum. Am I childish? Yes, I am. So I think a sunflower design is always very pretty. If you can wait until I finish my video, I have a bunch of sunflower SVGs in my computer already. I just can't do it now. I'm busy. Could I sew this in all the way around? Yes. Do I want to? No. You also may have noticed I didn't close that front zipper pocket because all of the seams end up in the side seams, so there's no need. Yoink. I don't know why I keep saying yoink. It is a habit. Just like trim your tails. Ooh, green glitter nails. They sound fantastic. Yoink. Oh, see, did it again. That is a weird habit. Weird habit. Giant scissors. Chop. Choppity chop, chop, chop. Right. Happy days. Oh, happy days. Every time I say happy days, my brain sings that song from Sister Act 2. I don't even know. Oh, okay. People, what did I forget? I'll tell you what I forgot. Frickin' zipper pull. That is okay. It is not the end of the world. That is the back. So we want to zip this way. I mean, it's not ideal, but I can fix it. We just got to unpick about 12 stitches. Give or take. La, 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 la. Did somebody yell at me and I just didn't notice? I got so caught up in the, ooh, we're nearly done. Oh my God, 12 bags in 12 hours is going to be a struggle. Like a real struggle, people. There'll be a lot less explaining as I go. I'll be concentrating on trying to get 12 bags done. My gosh. This can be done. It's just irritatingly fiddly. But I am not unpicking the entire side to do it because that's just not who I am. I'm going to put the zipper pull part in. Come on, go. It's so close. It's lined up. It just needs to actually go on. Go. I am not unpicking the whole bag. You cannot convince me to do it. And unpicking more actually wouldn't even help me at this point. It's just being stubborn. Go! Hi! See? Nothing will defeat me. Alright, corner, shove, grab, pull. It is always easy to leave the entire bottom open for this bag and then stitch it up through the zipper pocket, I promise. Because there's a lot of vinyl which makes it quite stiff, which is great for a finished bag, a lot less great when you're trying to turn a bag. Hand in and push with a fist. It's these little accents that are making it so tricky to turn. It's also why I only did 2 instead of 1, like 2 instead of 4. Because having 4 accents on the corners here is even harder to turn. Likes to fight me. Turning stick. Push along the seam. It will come out eventually. Push. Push. Hi-ya. Now with a wooden stick, you can pretty much push the corner as hard as you want. I've never been able to push through it. Not that I'm actively trying, but still. Stay. Nope. Turning stick. I'm going to use the even tougher end. Drop. In through the zipper, pull out the bottom. Look how easy that'll be. Just stitch across. Chop. And chop. Shove it back in. I really do like that fluoro. I think it looks fantastic. Oh, because I didn't backstitch, this is coming undone. So we can fix that. Like so. Probably same with the other end. It's better to fix it now than need to fix it later. Line it up, stitch it down, backstitch. Alright, then we tuck in the raw edges like so. And then we've just got our strap to do. Now I just cut a very basic strap. It's not vinyl, it's fabric, and I've hoarded this for years. Absolutely years. I think I got it when I first started doing videos, actually. It's fantastic though. It looks amazing. I love it. But I have decided it is time for it to move on in life, and so that's what we're going to do. We're going to make it move on in life. So I'm turning it into one of these, which looks epic. I guarantee that I actually don't think that this will last until the market. I think it will sell on my website beforehand, because I am going to do an email blast of all the new things that I've put on the website since I lost access to Facebook, which was fun. But look, is that not fantastic? Oh, fantastic. Needs a bit of an iron, but should be right. Next up, the strap. So we have some vinyl and the fabric, and we're just going to do like a half-halfy moment. Actually, I think this is a little bit long looking at it. I think I did 1.5 meters instead of 54 inches. Whoops. I will fix it in a second. So 29, or we'll just do 30, 30, 40, 50, 4. I mean, it's only a little bit. It probably doesn't matter. I might just leave it. It's not even 10 centimeters extra. Should be right. Now we just squish it together. Do, 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 do. Whoopsies. Take that off. No, so this is a thing. I don't want to put it in my scrap bin. I want to use them up. So that fabric where I made the beautiful ragabrash as an overnight bag, I then used the rest of it to make a Vixen, an NCW wallet by Emmeline Bags, and a wristlet keyring thing with a pom-pom and a tassel. And so that used up all the fabric. Like, there is no more left. It's gone. So I'm going to do the same to the Bubble O Bill. I'm going to make this bag, and then I'm probably going to make a troll, because I'm really enjoying making troll at the moment. If I had a little bit more, or if I had an embroidery design that matched, I would actually instead make a kangaroo. But I don't, so I can't. I looked for a zombie Bubble O Bill embroidery design, and there's just not one anywhere, which I understand, but still does not make me any less happy. Otherwise, it would have been a kangaroo with the leftovers. So at this stage, it'll be the outside of a troll, which will look fabulous. I love my shirt. This is all scrap bits that I put in kind of a, oh my God, what's it called? Where you like butt them up. Like a chevron, kind of. Anyway, it was all scraps, and then I cut it out and then made it fabulous. Which was a mission, just FYI. Absolute mission. What am I looking for? This. This is what I'm looking for. La, la, la. Oh no. Now I've got Sister Act 2 stuck in my head. Good gosh. So no, I'm trying to work through all of my scraps and just have less fabric, because that means when I buy fabric and do videos, you too can go buy the same fabric because it's not discontinued already. Like this was bought from someone that used to have a printed fabric business in Cairns, I'm pretty sure, because it's fabulous. Pretty sure she was from Cairns. And I loved it. And then as soon as I wanted more, because I've already made one thing out of this, but I wanted more and I couldn't get it. And so then I was like, oh, hold on to it. It's precious. But that's just not going to work for me. I am no longer the hoarder of fabrics. I am the user of all the fabrics so that I can minimize my scrap busting pile. Like, I did a whole month of using scraps and I barely made a dent, guys. There's so much more. This is much harder to do with fabric, just FYI. Much, much harder. It sticks to itself too easy. Oh no. Ow! I just got fabric burn. Ow! All the things to happen. My gosh. Follow down and turn down for what? Lift that bit up because it's wrong. Such a mission. I definitely would have preferred to iron this, I think. Keep that in mind for future life problems. Okay, itchy nose. Ugh. Right. I did not fussy cut this, but that is kind of cool. It's a total fluke on my behalf. Line it up, down she pops. I will be cleaning out my sewing room very soon. It's scary. So start with the thing closest to the door. That's the easiest way to start. Start at the door, work your way in. Or alternatively, pull everything out and then put it back in the way you want. Both options work, but the second one's way messier. Also, don't be afraid to have a fabric sale of things that no longer get you excited. If you're not excited about a fabric, there's a very good chance you'll never use it. I plan on doing that after I've made aprons for a little while. I'm going to assess what fabrics that I'm just still not even using and sell them off. Because one tub of fabric is probably enough, especially if I'm now going to live inside, which is exactly what I want. I want to be inside. A lot of furry bits happening. Are you selling your apron pattern? It's not my pattern, but I will be selling aprons again. Which I'm a bit excited about. I've had like a few years break, and it'll come back to me so fast. I'm going to smash them out. So I'm hoping the pattern gets here pretty soon, because I'd like to take some to the alternate market and have like a blood spatter apron. Like, it's happening. I have so much of that fabric. We are absolutely doing a blood spatter apron. I also have a design that is eggs and bacon as like a skull and crossbones. So that's going to be embroidered on the top of an apron as well. You guys should really practice your speed sewing. That was so much fun. So much fun. Yes, I am ridiculous. Just go with it, alright? So much fun. So, yesterday when I was reorganizing my stuff, I started with what I knew. So I went out to the sewing room and I got the thing where all these tubs sit in, and I put all the tubs back. And then I put what's logically used the second most and put it on top. So I've got one tub of the gold zipper tape, because I still have so much zipper tape from when I used to sell it. And I put the basket of strapping. So all my pretty strapping that I have, because I'm going to use that a lot more now that I'm into strapping. I just had nothing that matched this, so that's why we're making it ourselves. But I can promise a lot of the bags in my 12 bags in 12 hours will have pre-made strapping, because I don't know how I think I'm going to get 12 bags done. Like, I'm good. I don't know if I'm that good. It's a bit of a challenge for me, as well as a bit of a fundraiser. We shall see. So Buffalo Bill in Australia, it used to be like a super popular ice cream. So he was like a sheriff, and then his nose is bubblegum. So after you finish eating the ice cream, you get to chew on the bubblegum. I grabbed the wrong size. That's 3/4 of an inch. They're not gonna fit. Please tell me I have 1 inch or I'm gonna cry. I have so much hardware, people. I am aware. All right, I know. Oh, they look like 1 inch. Oh, they look like Sandra's. Is it weird that I can tell them? I think it's a bit weird. They're not the right size, but these ones are. So these eventually, I think, need to live closer, because I'm always getting to grab hardware. So I feel like they need to be near me. Alright, this way up, back a bit on, make sure there's no twists. On she goes, up and in, down and through, what? And then on. Happy Friday night, Saturday morning, everyone. I got my Aussie post earlier this week. Oh, awesome. Diagonally down, we're gonna do the barn door. Everyone loves the barn door, right? Hold on to those tails so they don't get mixed up in what we're doing. And voila. Chop. And then these go on here. And I mean, they can face any which way. They'll move themselves eventually. It's fine. Ta-da! And I get, it's very green. So it's obviously for someone that's going to love green. But it will be on the website very, very soon. I like it. I think it's come out great. We're going to need to Tory squish this end. Cool. Happy days. Done skis. So that's my sewing for the day. I've basically been living out of 2 tubs. I have to go through the last of the tubs and empty them all in preparation for my 12 bags in 12 hours. Should be good. You're late. You are. You're at the end. Look, we're done. It's fine. We've got this. With that being said, I am going to go. I'm just thinking about what I need to do today. I would like to keep summing, but I have to do some housey, outdoory things. So like clean out my car. So I want to do it in the driveway. It's fabulous, isn't it? It's Zombie Bubble Bill. So if you live in Australia, you know what a Bubble Bill is. And if not, it is a very popular ice cream. And then the nose is bubble gum. That's why it's called Bubble Bill. Anyway, super amazing. You can Google it, type in Bubble Bill, and you'll see it's an ice cream. And then this is the zombie version because I'm cool like that. But no, I will get all my ducks in a row, and I'd like to get all of these things I have planned done. Oh, I do love it though. The green is fabulous. Pretty bag. I do love this bag. This is quite a popular size for like people who like smaller bags. It's not, I have one and I take it on occasion, but it's not my everyday bag. It turns out this is too small for me. I require bigger, but sometimes my Empress is too big, of which I need to make 4 Empresses too. Gotta add that to our list of market stuff. So one of them will be the 12 bags in 12 hours. I'm gonna make a list. I'm gonna get onto that today and organize it. Figure out how I can do it all because it needs to happen. The fundraiser will be fun, but it'll also be fun because no matter where you are in the world, no matter what time you tune in, you will see some bag because I'll just finish one and start another one. So you'll never really be late, which will be fun. Roll. Whoopsies, that was definitely the wrong hole. Right, I'm off, people. While I slowly choke. It's fine. We're all fine. Okay, I think I'm good. Thank you all for tuning in. Keep posted. If you are interested in purchasing this bag before I put it on the website, private message me. And I'll set it up for you. But otherwise, I'll just stick it on the website to sell. And if it doesn't sell, I'll take it to the market. Bye, everyone. Ugh.